Hi guys, it's your girl Jilly. We are moving on to Sagittarius and Aries compatibility. Now remember, I repeat, this will not resonate with every Sagittarius and Aries, as this is just a generalization. You want a more accurate assessment, then you gotta look up the Venus, Moon, and Mars sign. Venus is how we love and what we're attracted to, Moon is how we express emotions, and Mars is our sex drive. Don't forget, I have the Zodiac in a Relationship video series. You want to apply that to the Moon and the Venus sign. I also have Sex with the Zodiac series. You want to apply that to the Mars sign. So if you want a better assessment, make sure you check out those videos in my playlist on the homepage of my channel. Now let's get started. Their rulers. Sagittarius' ruler is Jupiter, the ruler of luck and expansion. Aries' ruler is Mars, the ruler of aggression and sex. Ba-ba-ba-boom. Now, their element, they both share the element of fire. Now, too much fire can burn down and destroy, but it also can provide a lot of warmth, a lot of passion, and that's what these two have. Now, Sagittarius and Aries tend to be in general, very confident signs. So when they want something, they go after it. So when they lay eyes on each other, they're like, yeah, baby, I'm coming for you. And it's no holds barred when it comes to these two. Now, they share the common trait that they don't want to settle down. They don't want to be lassoed into a ball and chain relationship, which strangely enough, because they agree on this, they actually make a commitment to each other fairly quickly because of their common ground here. This is a very thrill-seeking, adventurous, liberating relationship. These two are free to be themselves without judgment. They also have this need to be adventurous. So Sagittarius, being the traveler, is going to take Aries along anywhere. Not to mention, they're both very impulsive. So they like to do things without thinking. Now, I know that sounds like a negative trait, but because Sagittarius is a lucky sign because of their ruler Jupiter, whatever shenanigans they get into, they're pretty much gonna be safe because of Sagittarius's lucky mojo. So Aries kind of, for lack of a better term, lucked out here when it comes to the risk taking. So that's the kind of days they're going to have. They're going to travel to different countries, different cities, go skydiving, go biking, do anything that's thrilling. They're going to have fun dates. They're going to do things that other couples wouldn't even dream of doing. They're so warm. They're so funny. They're so positive. They're so enthusiastic. They're best friends. They actually enjoy each other and actually enjoy hanging out with each other. Very highly compatible match. But there are some cons here. The cons being is that they both don't like to be controlled. Nobody likes to be controlled, but these two tend to be both very dominant signs, especially Aries here. Now, Aries is a happy sign, is a positive sign, but they tend to also have a short fuse. They can turn angry just as quick. And they do like to argue. After all, Mars is the ruler of aggression and battle. So they do like to fight. And Sagittarius, don't get me wrong, will stand their ground. Two fire signs, they have a combustible fight when they argue. But the thing is, Sagittarius tends to just argue, let it roll off their shoulders and act like it didn't happen, which can kind of frustrate Aries because Aries wants to duke it out. And strangely enough, that's kind of a form of foreplay for Aries because, like I said, not only is Mars the ruler of aggression, but they're also the ruler of sex. So fighting can actually kind of turn Aries on. But Sagittarius doesn't quite work that way, and this can kind of frustrate Aries quite a bit. And the thing about Sagittarius is both Sagittarius and Aries like to flirt, but Sagittarius doesn't really care so much if Aries flirts. But Aries is a very jealous and possessive sign, and even though they're guilty of flirting just like Sagittarius, they're going to try to put, for lack of a better expression, put Sagittarius in their place, like, no, you belong to me, you better not be flirting with anybody else, yada yada yada. And Sagittarius is like, no honey, I don't think so. And they're gonna run the risk of scaring their Sagittarius off by trying to control him, because even though Aries doesn't want to be controlled or wants to be forced to settle down, Sagittarius is the number one sign that you cannot box. They're the sign of freedom. They're the front sign of the centurion, half man, half horse, and the horse likes to run free. That's just not the sign to do it with. Now, a big problem, well, it's not a problem, but it can be if Aries and Sagittarius don't recognize this in the beginning. They have such a good time. Like I said earlier, they're like best friends. They're like hanging out with each other. They're like buddy, and they have a good time with each other. But they don't make time for romance naturally. They're not very mushy, cuddly, feely, give you flowers, massages, that type of couple. And the thing is, if they don't make time for romance and to gaze into each other's eyes and be kind of lovey-dovey, they run that risk of becoming friends. That thing that drew them together in the beginning is going to fizzle out if they don't provide time for romance. They'll probably slow down to friends with benefits and then just become friends, and then that was it. And then in the back of their mind, they're going to wonder, what happened? We got along so good. And the truth of the matter is because they just didn't make time for romance. Now, when it comes to the bedroom, okay, well, when two fire signs come to the bedroom, y'all, it heats up the room. It burns down the sheets, burns down the walls when they get into the bedroom. This is a very highly sexually compatible relationship. Sagittarius is a very playful, experimental, kinky sign, whereas Aries is a very dominant, I want to mount you sign, which when these two energies come together, they create an explosive sexual match. These two are very sexual, super sexual. There's going to be no lack of desire, no lack of lust or physical attraction, because they feed each other. Their two flames unite and they create a very hot sex life. Very sexually compatible here. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you do, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram. I make posts about my life. I do funny memes about the zodiac. I also take votes on future compatibility videos when I come up with them. Also, please support my channel by making a donation to the link below. Donations support the channel. It shows me that you like the work and the time I'm taking out to put into these videos and follow me. Again, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. As always, peace. I love you guys.